Hey, everybody, welcome back to another daily drop here on TarHeelIllustrated.com. I'm THI publisher Andrew Jones, and the topic today is Carolina football. Taking a little break from all the portal stuff, and don't worry, we got a ton of football drops that are coming between now and when practice starts and really just throughout. As most of you know, if you've been following our daily drops for the last year, you know we hit football very, very hard. It's just that basketball has had so much live moving information of late. We've just stayed strong on that. I do want to get into this topic, which I wanted to wait really until through this weekend to see if there was any more movement in the portal for North Carolina bringing somebody in. I'm not going to say that the Tar Heels are done in the portal because you just never know. Nobody can enter the portal right now. They did a very good job keeping the roster intact. And right now, we can look at some of the guys that they lost and some of the guys they brought in and just sort of weigh. Because I think if you were to put them both in this is the hand of the Tar Heels that left, this is the hand of the guys that came in, this hand would win. This hand would win decisively because I thought that the program did very well basically exchanging talent, if you will. And that's sort of what the portal has become, swapping talent. You don't know where it's going, but you know where it's coming from, and you want to replace and maybe get better. And I think across the board, Mack Brown and his program did that. Before I go any further, very quick reminder. If you have a business and you are a passionate Carolina fan, we are looking for advertisers. We have a lot of advertising space on all of our platforms. We reach almost 2 million people on all of our platforms every month. And we have openings for Carolina fans, or even if you're not a Carolina fan and you want to enhance your business, you're looking for a place to advertise, you're looking for a place to reach passionate people. And the folks that watch these videos are passionate Carolina fans. If you happen to be a Carolina fan, come on board. Let's join forces. Come be a part of THI. You can help us while we help you. We have some longtime advertisers that have been with us, and they have had excellent experiences and continue to stay with us, but we have room for more, particularly on these podcasts. We're looking for someone, maybe 1 or 2 businesses out there that want to take a hold and sponsor half or all of our pods and become partnered with us, and you get recognized and associated with us as our stuff gets out there. We're almost at 17,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. That consistently grows. We just started investing time into the Facebook page 5 months ago, and we're growing that every day. Of course, our site is growing. We've got a good audience on our Twitter page. And of course, here you're watching us on YouTube, so it's probably how you know us most. So if you want to get involved, if you're interested in learning more about associating yourselves with us and your business with us, go ahead and shoot me a DM through Twitter and we could go from there. Okay, so the Tar Heels lost to the portal this spring DJ Geth, offensive lineman who redshirted last year, let the program know before spring practice, so he didn't participate. Legend Cavazos, he defensive back, came to Carolina from Ohio State. He had some injuries last year, didn't play a whole lot, played a lot late 2 years ago, banged up last season. I wouldn't say it's a lost season for him, but in a way it was a lost season for him. And when spring practice started, a couple of days before spring practice, Mack Brown said, look, this is a huge spring for Legend Cavazos. Well, Carolina has a lot of talent back there in the secondary, and he saw the writing on the wall, entered the portal, and will certainly he has another year left, so he'll be a productive player somewhere else. Tad Hudson, the quarterback, who was a true freshman last season, who redshirted, he went ahead and hit the portal and let the staff know the week of the spring game. He has since committed and signed with Coastal Carolina. DJ Geth, by the way, has signed with Liberty. And Aiden Duncanson, a defensive back that Carolina got, he was originally committed to East Carolina. Tar Heels flipped him, and he hit the portal as well. So, with all due respect, not a lot lost. What Carolina was able to bring in, Jacoby Criswell, is clearly an enhancement over Tad Hudson at quarterback. Ja'Kiah Leftwich from Georgia Tech, he committed back in the winter but he's part of the spring commitment class for the portal. He is clearly an upgrade over DJ Geth. He's a guy who started quite a bit at Georgia Tech, has a lot of college experience, and will challenge for one of the starting offensive tackle jobs. Then you look at Joshua Harris. He's got a lot of depth, played 4 years at NC State, last year at Ole Miss. He's got 1 year left. Carolina needed to address its depth issue along the defensive line. He does that for him. He's played quite a bit of college football in his career as a college graduate. So there's a plus. They added some depth there. And then Zach Greenberg, an offensive lineman from Division III Muhlenberg College. He's a guy that nobody can really, you can't say what they're going to get from him because he's coming from a D3 school. But I do think that the program thought it was worth bringing him in to see what he can be. They love his film. He's a very physical guy. He was an all-conference performer the last couple of years at Muhlenberg, and he's someone that wanted to really see what his game could do, how it would translate at a higher level. I talked to him maybe in February, was it? Late February. He really wants to see how his game could translate, and he thinks that with the coaching at this level, the facilities at this level, being around other excellent players, that more of his game could come out. So is he a wild card? I don't know. Is he a question mark? Absolutely. But they needed an older guy. They wanted a little bit more experience to come in. He's played college football. No, it's not the ACC. No, it's not FCS, but he's played. So we'll see what he can become for the program. So I think if you're going to look at the swap, assuming that Carolina doesn't add anybody else, and if they do, it's not going to get worse. It's only going to get better. The trade-off is this spring, based on what the program lost and based on what the program brought in, Carolina football is better now. The 2024 Tar Heels are better now than they were on March 1st. There is no doubt about it. Then you add the fact that they were able to keep Omarion Hampton, and there were suitors. There was some offers of cash, and Carolina had to take care of business through its collective to keep some prominent players in the program. That's one of the underrated things about the collective and NIL that a lot of fans haven't really gotten used to just yet. They will in time, but NIL and collective isn't about just going out and finding other players to bring them in. It begins with keeping who you have. Hubert Davis did an outstanding job keeping his team largely intact, and he was able to do it through the collective. Now, Carolina's football collective, while it's improved quite a bit, is not close to what it needs to be. However, Mack Brown and his staff were able to use what the collective has and keep its star players from leaving. Only one big-time player left. That was last December, Diego Pounds. He went to Ole Miss. Ole Miss does very well in NIL. So it makes sense. But as far as this spring goes, the program did a very nice job keeping what it had intact. And on top of that, if you were to apply a score, like a football score, to what it lost to what it came in, I think you're looking at like a 35-14 game. So kudos to the program for getting better this spring, not to mention the fact that a lot of starters and rotation guys were out, so a ton of the young ones got a lot of reps. I actually think it was an excellent spring practice. The only question mark that I would associate with the program is the quarterback. Who's going to be the quarterback? I don't think there's anyone who believes at this moment that they have a great quarterback just yet, but we'll see. We'll see. There's still plenty of time before spring or before fall practice starts. They have two talented guys, one very experienced guy. Criswell comes in. I was told by sources very close to the situation, he recognized that this is a great place for his master's degree and to play football for 2 more years. And if he's good enough to challenge, he challenges. I know that he's going to say, I'm going to challenge for a starting job because he's that kind of dude. He's a committed, intense competitor. So it'll be interesting to see how that shapes out. But as far as the spring goes, Carolina won the spring. No doubt about it, in my opinion. Carolina won the spring. That should be a narrative that UNC fans should also include in their long list of complaints about the program, shave one off, add this in there as a positive because it is a positive. And Carolina fans need to focus on some of these things more than just the constant negatives that are surrounding the team right now. And trust me, I understand. And we'll get into a lot more of those things as we go through May and into June and through July, leading up to the beginning of fall camp. If you're excited about the fact that the program had a very positive gain in personnel swap this spring, go ahead and click like on this video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Tell your friends that we're here so they know that we are here. If they're passionate Carolina fans, don't know about us, send them our way. And also make sure you hit the notification bell so you get updates every time we upload a video. And if you have a business and you're interested in advertising on THI, just go to our Twitter handle @Heel Illustrated, @Heel Illustrated. Send us a DM. We can go from there. Trust me, we can help your business, and you can be associated with one of the major outlets covering UNC. And in the same time, you can help us as well. I'm AJ, and I appreciate you stopping by.